So we're here with Tyson Fury. We've just come after the David Haye Fury press conference, or Fury Haye press conference.
Whatever you want to call it.
He wanted to call it Haye Fury, is that right?
Yeah, I'll leave him to it. You know, he's got the head in, hasn't he? He's the favourite. So I've given him everything he wanted to. In the beginning, we was supposed to toss a coin for who came in second and who had the changing room things and all that, and he made crying up and down. The fight didn't look like it was going to happen because David wanted to be the man. So in order for that to happen, I'm not interested. Let him have it. They said, "Oh, we definitely want the choice of changing rooms and the corner choices." And I said, "Listen, I'll warm up across the road in the sewers if you want to. Doesn't mean anything to me." So that's why.
But his kind of desperation to have all those things on his side, what does that tell you about him?
It tells me about him that he's a desperate fella and he's just trying to get every advantage he can, but it doesn't mean anything to me. All them things don't mean anything, you know. When we're in that ring, whatever, if you're in the green corner, red corner, pink corner, what does it mean anything? It doesn't mean anything.
During when he wanted to, or the press wanted to do a face-off earlier, you joked about not wanting to do it because you didn't want him to see the fear in your eyes. Obviously, that was a sarcastic comment, but why didn't you want to do the face-off?
Because I'm sick of people facing off and being tough in press conferences and stuff. It's the same routine every time a boxing fight comes. Let's go face-to-face and whoever looks away first is a pussy. What does that mean? It's rubbish. I'm changing boxing anyway. I didn't do a face-off today. And I won't be doing any looking at each other or any of that rubbish or anything the conventional boxing patterns do, ever, again.
Your typically kind of outrageous, outspoken behaviour in a press conference seemed to put David Haye in his shell a little bit. He was a lot quieter than we're used to seeing him. Why do you think that was?
You know, because he's used to being the vocal person. He's used to talking the talk when it comes to people. But, you know, when it comes to talking, he ain't going to out-talk me in a million years. And I think he got the drift of it after the first 5 minutes.
You better get a word in edgeways.
Yeah, you know, I came here expecting a good bit of banter, but he didn't put much up. He said a few things and that, but not as much as I expected. And, you know, if it was a talking match, then I'd have won it already.
You've talked about how you're planning to fight on the 28th of September. You know, what you see is what you get, as you said in the press conference. How do you expect Haye to fight? What do you think his tactics will be?
I'd like to think David Haye's going to come in and have a fight, but I don't think that's going to happen. I just think the more people are asking me the same question, I'm tending to think now he's going to do a Klitschko stinker job thing, where he goes round and disappoints everybody again. But personally, if I could, I'd whisper in his ear and say, "Listen, let's have a fight. May the best man win. You've got good speed and good power. If you land it on me first, I'm gone. So why not take a risk and have a fight? Give people entertainment for that hard-earned £15 they're going to be spending, because I was disappointed when I spent my £15 on him last time. I won't spend it again, that's for sure, but this is a different fight and a different person, you know, and I'm sure he thinks he can knock me out after my last performance. I got caught and put down against a lesser puncher than he is, so it'll give him confidence, and I hope he's going to come in and have a fight."
Brilliant. Thanks, Tyson Fury.